Hey everybody, welcome to class. What we're going to do right now is we're going to continue working on famous quotes, and this one is famous quotes about children. So it should be an interesting class. These famous quotes one are pretty good. I see bodies there. See you, body. Take care. So those of you that are interested in learning how to get a reservation, okay, let me show you here on the screen how you can do that. You just go to verbling.com/get reservations, okay? And when you're there, what you can do is basically upgrade to a premium account. You can invite friends to get reservations. You can also watch a video. You can connect with Facebook, and you can also like Verbling on Facebook as well. Okay, when those of you are ready, just feel free to go ahead and join class. Again, this is a really fun class. It's famous quotes about children. Okay, famous quotes about children. Hi, Ronnie. How are you, Ronnie? Hello, Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? Yeah, so Ronnie, there seems to be some problems. Yeah, so Ronnie, there's some problems with your system, Ronnie, okay? Yeah, you need to go get those fixed, Ronnie, okay? It's just too loud in our ears. All right? Hey, Elvie, how are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm very happy to be in your class.
Well,
nice
it's
to
good
meet you.
Yep. And you want to say nice to see you again. So we already met each other. So
yeah,
yep. So
yeah,
good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice to see you too, Elvie. Okay. So let's see who else is here. Hey, Farhad.
Hey teacher, how have you been?
I've been doing well, Farhad. I've been doing well. So good. Did you practice your count and non-count nouns?
Yeah, a little bit, teacher.
Okay, good, Farhad. That was a good lesson for you. A little frustrating, but it was good. Jordy, hi, Jordy.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Doing well. Jordy, make sure that you close the Verbling window. Okay, if you have it open. Okay. Okay, so good. Where are you from?
Norway.
Oh, you're from Norway. Okay, well, good. Good, very good. Yeah, Norway has one of the largest per capita, largest groups of English-speaking people. Okay, so good. So, welcome to class. Is this your first time in class here, Jordy? First time on Verbling?
Yeah.
Yep. So, Jordy, what I'm saying, Jordy, is make sure you close, if you have the Verbling window open, close the Verbling window, okay, Jordy? Hey, Thou. So, hey, guys, hey, everybody, listen, chill out, okay? Read the rules here, okay? So, you're in class. Make sure that you're doing all the right things, okay? So, Thou, make sure when you're moving around that you have your microphone muted, okay? All right? Okay, thanks. Thanks. Jordy? Hello, Jordy?
Yes.
Yeah, so Jordy, what I'm saying is make sure that you have the verbling window closed, okay? So Jordy, I know you can't hear it, but we hear ourselves, okay? So this is your first time here, right, Jordy? So yeah, Jordy.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So Jordy,
I can.
yeah, just come back when you can close that window, okay? All right. So okay. So yeah. So I see Mahmood in the chat. Okay. All right, Mahmood. If you want to argue with me, no problem, Mahmood. Okay. I guarantee you there is sound coming from you, Mahmood. Okay. Zhang. Hello, Zhang. How are you?
Hello, sir.
Hey, good to see you, Zhang. Good to see you. Okay, so good.
Sir,
yes.
I can't see you everywhere.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. There's not really much to see. I just have the verbling window up right now. Okay, but you'll see me in a bit. But most of the time, we usually spend reading off the screen anyway. So, but it'll be good, Zhang.
Sir,
Yes, Zhang.
You work for Klingo and Warbling. You are a good teacher.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Zhang. Thank you. And you're a good student. I've seen you progress, so that's good. That's good. Let's see who else is here in class so we can get everything started. Valentina. Hi, Valentina.
Hi.
Okay. How are you? Always good to see you. So okay. So good, Valentina. Nice to see you again.
I'm pretty good, thank you. What about you?
Doing well. Doing well. Another good day. So good. Let's see. Ronnie. Hello, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Okay. Lee Hung. Hi, Lee Hung.
Hi, sister. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Lee.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Where are you from, Lee?
I'm from Vietnam.
Okay, good. Welcome to class.
Where are you from, teacher?
I'm from my mother.
My mother?
No, I'm from the United States. But my mom's from there too. But nice to meet you, Lee. Very nice to meet you. Okay. Ibrahim. Hi, Ibrahim.
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing well, Ibrahim. Nice to see you in class. So good. And then Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to see you again, Ronnie. Okay.
Me too.
So good. And by the way, guys, here are the classroom rules. Okay, make sure that you follow these. All right. Okay, make sure you follow the rules. Last one, Alejandro. Hello, Alejandro.
Hi, teacher.
Hey.
I'm fine.
Hey, good.
I'm
Nice
so
to see
excited
you.
for this class.
You're so tired right now?
No. I'm so excited for this
Oh, you're
class.
so excited. So good. I'm glad. Yeah. Well, the last class we're figuring out how to take toast and put it on the back of a cat to make it flip. But anyway. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to give you all the link, and I had already given the link before. Okay, I posted it before class in the description. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about quotations when it comes to children and youth. And let me see here. Sometimes I can put these things in a split screen so we can look at some images as well. Okay. Okay, don't worry, we'll get to it, okay? Wow, boy, what was that? By the way, make sure you guys have your microphones muted, okay, when you're not speaking. Otherwise, we hear cars crashing and crazy stuff. Oh, yeah, here, guys. Sorry, this thing just doesn't want to move all the time. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so these are going to be quotes about children, about youth, okay? So when we were younger, what life was like. Okay, can you read this here, Alejandro? Our children's children?
Okay, teacher. Children tell. Our children will hear a good story and was to sheep down.
Our children's children will hear a good story. So what do they mean by our children's children? What do they mean by that, Alejandro? So your children's children, what are they in relation to you?
don't know.
It's okay. They're your grandchildren, right? Okay. So they're your grandchildren. Your children are your children, and their kids or their children. Those are your grandchildren. Okay. So our children's children will hear a good story. Okay, and this comes from Watership Down. Read the next one. That first one wasn't that great. Read the next one here. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Continue on,
Adolescence
Alejandro.
is a period of...
Go
Me?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Adolescence is a period of rapid change between the age of 12 and 17. For example, a parent's age as much as 20 years.
Okay. So in here, adolescence, okay? Adolescence, yeah, so adolescence is in here. So yeah, so it's a period of rapid changes, okay? So do you remember how old are you, Alejandro?
I'm 26 years old.
Okay. So do you remember what it was like between 12 and 17? Do you remember between the years of 12? Yeah, there's a lot of...
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, you don't get along with your parents as much. Sometimes you cause problems, different things like that. So your parents, because of that, they age as much as 20 years. Okay? All right? By the way, does anybody have any questions about this quote? If you guys have questions, just let me know. Okay? All right? Let's go to the next one here. So, Elvie, can you read this next one here?
Okay, and if you want to recapture your youth, just cut off his allowance.
Okay. So what do they mean by this, Elvie?
Maybe my problem is I don't know what allowance means.
Yep, it's okay. So what an allowance is in the United States, your kids, you might give them, let's say, $10 a week, maybe $20 a week allowance, okay? So that's money that they can spend, all right? So do you see here when it says youth? If you want to recapture your youth, okay, just cut off his allowance. So it's not actually your youth, meaning you're older and you want to feel young again. It's your child. Your child. He'll come back if you want to recapture. If you want your child to come back, cut off his allowance. He'll definitely come back. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Anybody? No. Okay. Hello, Anzi. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thanks.
Good. Doing well. We're just talking about things, different quotes when it comes to children and youth. Okay.
Yeah.
And some of these are a little funny, some are not. All right. So good. Let's continue. So Anzi, can you read this one here? And actually, you know what? Let me see something here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, actually, let's go forward. That one's not really that good. Okay, Can you read this one for us?
If you have any trouble sounding con condescending, find a Unix user to show you how it's done.
Mm-hmm. So do you know what condescending means?
No.
Yeah, it means like when somebody talks down to you, okay? All right? So sometimes friends can be condescending. Like if your friend knows more than you about something, sometimes they can say, well, hey, Angie, let me tell you how this works, okay? You don't do it the way that you're doing it. So that's condescending. That's condescending, all right? So this is funny. It's saying if you have any trouble sounding condescending, find a Unix user. So a Unix, okay, is a open source operating system, okay? That's Linux, okay? So Unix. And what Unix is the most hardcore programmers use that, okay? By the way, guys, please, those of you that are not speaking, I'm just going to go around and mute y'all. Please, for the love of God, just mute your microphones, okay? So that way we don't hear any background noise or anything. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Farhad, can you read this next one here?
Yeah. There are three kinds of death in this world. There's heart death, there's brain death, and there's being of the network.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's three types of deaths. So what's the heart death? Is that a heart attack? Or is that just being... it's okay.
I think that, sometimes someone emotional or death.
Yep, very good, very good. And then what's brain death? What's brain death? Is that where your brain actually dies, or does that mean something else?
Sorry, teacher.
It's okay. It's all right. So brain death. So what they say is somebody who's brain dead is dumb. Okay? So brain dead. Okay? That just means that, wow, look at this. Ay, ay, ay. Why is it always got to be pictures? So anyway, somebody who's brain dead is dumb. Okay?
Oh, it's terrible. The picture, it's terrible.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So I can't help it. It's a movie. You know, it's a movie that goes up. So yeah, so brain dead. So brain dead. And then what's the last one? So Farhad, do you know what a network is? Do you know what it means by network?
Network, just internet or this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you have computers on the network, and they're usually hooked up on the internet. So if you're off the network, isn't that some sort of death? So Farhad, if you could not use the internet, would you be really upset?
Yeah, of course. Then how will I take the warbling classes?
I have no idea, you know. You'd have to try to do it by phone, but you can't do it by phone. So yeah, so that's a type of death, to be off the network. That's its own type of death. That's the point there. Okay, so good. So Ronnie, hi Ronnie.
Hi.
So Ronnie, can you read the next one here? Okay, where it says there are two major products.
Okay. There are two major products that come out of Berkeley, LSCD and the Unix. We don't believe this to be coincidence.
A coincidence. So LSD. Does anybody know what LSD is?
Yeah.
So yeah, so LSD, if you take LSD, you'll probably see like crazy little rats running around, all this weird stuff, okay? So that's LSD. It makes you see a bunch of weird stuff. And then Unix, again, Unix is coming up. So this is an operating system, all right? and it's the most core operating system. It runs on a lot of different computers. So it comes out of Berkeley. So Berkeley is a college. Has anybody ever heard of Berkeley?
No.
No. Well, anyway, it's a famous college. It's in the San Francisco Bay Area. Okay. So this is the San Francisco Bay. You can see the Golden Gate in the background, and here's Berkeley in here. So it's a real famous college. So two major products. So
Sir,
yes.
what is college?
Oh, so college, where you study, where you go to study. Okay, so college. So yeah, it's where you go to study. Mm-hmm.
What does the coincidence mean?
Yeah, so coincidence, that's if things happen and they're very tightly together. So a coincidence is if something happens and it doesn't just happen by chance. Okay? All right? Okay, so there's a coincidence, you know? Okay? And I'm sorry, it is kind of like a chance. All right? Okay? So with this, it's saying that LSD, which is a drug that makes you, see crazy stuff, and Unix, which is the best operating system, both came out of Berkeley. They don't think this is a coincidence. Okay? All right? So let's go on to the next one here. So Thao, can you read this one? If you don't double. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you go here, Thao? Can you read here? If you don't double click.
Yes. If you don't double click me, I can do anything. I
It's okay. It's okay.
If you don't double click me, I can do anything.
So on your mouse, when you double click.
Double click.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how you have a computer mouse? It's okay. Okay. So you have a computer mouse, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you double click. So it's just saying, if you don't double click me, I can't do anything. All right? So what it's saying is this person is like a computer. And a computer, you have to double click it for it to do anything, right, Thao?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to double click it to get it running. Okay? All right? So guys, by the way, so Toko, guys, listen, all this stuff here, all of these links I provided before class, and inevitably somebody in class always asks me, where's the link? Okay? The link's right here. All right? So there you go, Toko. Thank you for taking up time. All right? Before almost every class, guys, you'll see I put the link there. Okay? I'm very good about that, so people don't bother me. Here we go. Let's continue on here. So, Valentina, I finally got to you, Valentina. Can you read the next one here? Guide to Understanding?
Which one? When?
A guide.
This one.
No, Guide to Understanding a Net Addict's Day.
What?
It's okay. This one
Which
here,
one
guide.
should I read?
It's okay. Guide to Understanding.
Guide.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Guide to Understanding a Net Addict's Day. Slow day. Didn't have much to do, so spent 3 hours on Usenet. Busy day. Managed to work in 3 hours of Usenet. Bad day. Barely squeezed in 3 hours of Usenet. Anonymous.
Okay. So Usenet, this was like the first internet, okay? The first internet out there was Usenet. Okay? And people used to connect to each other through this Usenet. And really this was like real archaic type of system compared to what we have now. So what it's saying is this is a net addict's day, a Usenet addict. So do you know what an addict is? What's an addict, Valentina?
Well, people addicted to some, I don't know, bad things. For example, smoking, drinking, gambling, eating fast food.
Yep. Eating fat foods can be addiction as well. So this is they're addicted to the Usenet. So what does this mean here? Is this funny? Do you see the humor in this, Valentina?
If I see something humor, well, yeah, because a person describes his day slow, busy, bad, but in any case, it ends like spending 3 hours in Usenet.
Exactly. So somebody who's a Usenet addict, it doesn't matter. They have those 3 hours, and whatever happens in those 3 hours determines their day. So that's the humor in it. Okay. And don't worry, guys. These are computer ones, so these are probably a little more difficult for everybody. Okay. All right, and probably not quite as funny as some of the other ones. Zhang, go ahead.
Oh, sir, you let me read the sentence. It's very difficult.
Okay.
If you put garbage in the computer, nothing comes out but garbage. But this garbage can be passed through a very expensive machine. Is somehow ennobled and none dare criticize it.
Okay. So yeah, so when you criticize something, what do you do when you criticize something? Does anybody know?
Hello. It
Go ahead,
means you say Anderson to someone.
Well, when you criticize somebody, so let's say Zhang, let's say you made me dinner, okay? And I said to you, Zhang, this food is not good. You put too much salt, not enough pepper, not enough spices. That's when I'm criticizing you, okay? So in this, what it's talking about is garbage, not physical garbage, but there's an expression that we say, garbage in, garbage out. Okay? So if you put garbage into something, you just get garbage out of it. All right? So if you put garbage in your computer, nothing comes out but garbage. All right? However, though, since it's gone through an expensive machine, nobody should criticize it, and it's somehow ennobled where it's made great. Okay? All right? You know what, guys? I can see already this stuff here. Let's go on to another subject, okay? Just because some of those quotes are so heavily laden by the computer, you guys are like, oh my gosh, this is so nerdy. Come on, teacher, do something better. So don't worry, we're going to go on to creativity and ideas, okay? Okay, go ahead, Anzi. Can you read this first one?
If I have not seen as far as others, it is because giants were standing on my shoulders.
Okay, so kind of a funny one. Okay, so if I have not seen as far as others, it's because giants. Do you know what a giant is, Anzi?
No.
So like
big
here,
person.
but here let's
big
see
person.
here. Yeah, big person.
Famous person.
Well, yeah, but usually like a giant. So this is like a giant, you know? Okay? So it's just somebody who's huge. Yeah, so this would be like a giant, okay? This would be a giant as well. All right? So, yeah, so metaphorically, you can also say giant to Zhang. All right? So, yeah, so as far as this, you'd have a giant standing on your shoulders. That's if you not have seen as far as others. So you're supporting giants. Means that you're a great person. Okay, so let's read the next one here. Go ahead, Elvie. Creativity.
Okay, creativity is allowing oneself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which one to keep.
Okay. So creativity. Do you think there's a lot of mistakes in the creative process, Elvie?
Yeah, but well, I understand that means creativity is important. Yeah, for for you, because you can make mistake or you can do good things. But the point is the creativity is a good element for you in your life, maybe.
Yeah, but what this one's talking about a little bit more, though, okay, is it's saying that in order to have creativity, you have to be able to make mistakes. You have to allow yourself to make mistakes and not be so perfect, okay?
Yeah.
And then, so that's creativity. Art is knowing which ones to keep. So out of the mistakes, which one do you keep? You know? So, and by the way, guys, if anybody has any questions about these, just please let me know. Go ahead, Farhad. The next one here. Don't worry about people.
Okay, don't worry about the people stealing your ideas. If your ideas are any good, you will have to ram them down people's throats.
So pretty funny. Pretty funny. So this one, what this means is, so when you ram something down people's throats, that means you continue to tell them, this is good, do this, this is good, this is good, this is good. So you continue to push this idea back and forth, okay? So if you have an idea and you have to ram it down somebody's throat, it's probably not a good idea. If you have people that steal your ideas, take your ideas and then use them, you should consider that as a compliment, because that means you have a good idea that's worth stealing. Okay? Anybody? Any thoughts on this?
Teacher, yeah, what's the ram them down people's throat?
Yeah, so so Farhad, if I told you, do you like chocolate ice cream?
Yes.
So chocolate ice cream is the best ice cream. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you believe that already? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
okay, so vanilla ice cream is the best ice cream. There's nothing better. I like vanilla ice cream. If you eat vanilla ice cream on a Thursday, it's good. If you eat it on a Friday, it's good. If you eat it on a Saturday, it's good. Vanilla ice cream is the best ice cream ever, Farhad. You should not ever eat any other ice cream except vanilla ice cream. So that's when I'm ramming something down your throat, Farhad. Okay?
Okay.
Don't you hate that? It's like, man, leave me alone. Okay? You know, it's kind of funny. So that's when they ram it. So you should be happy when people are stealing your ideas. Did you want to say something, Zhang?
Oh, he eats too much chocolate.
No, so Zhang, we're on creativity and ideas right now. We're not in eating chocolate. It's okay, right? So
I love this. You give some example for him to explain the
oh yeah,
flavor.
chocolate ice cream. Okay, but you know, I guess it's eating chocolate. Okay. Anything else, Zhang?
No question. Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks. And yeah, so guys, again, that's that comes down to people stealing your ideas because they're good, and when ideas don't get stolen, they're bad, and you have to ram it down somebody's throat. Hello, Mandy.
Hello.
How are you, Mandy?
I'm fine.
Good. Mandy, were you in one of my classes already?
Yes, I just joined the class.
Okay, but did you take one of my classes before? I'm trying to remember if you were in one of my classes. Is this your first time here?
I guess so. I guess I joined with you one class before.
Okay, yep. And where are you from again, Mandy?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Okay, well, good, Mandy. Good. Okay, Mandy. So, so let's continue here. Okay, can you read this one here? Can you read what's on the screen? A new idea is delicate. Or no, I'm sorry. No, actually, this one here. Most people.
Most people are more comfortable with old problems than with the new solutions.
Mm-hmm. What does this mean? It's okay. What does this mean? So, what does it mean to be comfortable with something?
They use it with their old problems.
Yeah. So let's look at the word comfortable. Okay. So when do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable right now?
No.
No. So yeah, you're nervous. So you're the opposite of comfortable. But it's okay. So when you're with your parents, are you comfortable? Does that make you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. So people, all right? So old problems and new solutions. So they're more comfortable with their old problems than new solutions. Sometimes people are afraid of something new, so they would rather just stick with their old problems than any new solutions. Does that make sense to you now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Any comments on this?
Yeah, I think, teacher, it's a good point. Okay, people have problem, or all of us have problem. If you don't find a solution for them, one day you could be used to living with them without find the solution, and yeah, you could feel comfortable with them, and that could be part of your life, and could be your you could feel safe with that, and yeah, okay.
Okay. So yeah, and also too, I think people they kind of get used to the problems. They're more worried about a new solution than they are about the old problem they have. So they get kind of scared with new things. Anybody else? No? Okay. Mustafa? Good, Mustafa. Can you read this next one here? A new idea is delicate. Hello, Mustafa.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Mustafa. Can you read this here? This new one here? A new idea is delicate.
A new idea is delicate. It can be killed by a sinner or anyone. It can be stabbed to death by a joke or ordered to death by a foreign on the right person's brown.
Okay. And can you turn up your microphone volume a little bit more?
Check my microphone.
Yeah, it's a little hard to hear you if you can turn up your microphone.
Okay.
Okay. So what does delicate mean?
Delicate, like sensitive.
Say it again. What does delicate mean?
Like sensitive.
You know what? Can you do me a favor? Can you try to adjust your microphone? It's hard to hear, and I'm just not going to struggle. Okay? Just try to fix your microphone. Okay, Mustafa? We'll get to you next time. Okay? All right. Valentina, what does delicate mean?
Well, I guess in this sentence the synonym can be fragile or something like this.
Yep, yep. So it can be easily broken. So a new idea is pretty fragile, right? It can be easily broken, whatever the case. So it can be killed by a sneer or a yawn, stabbed to death by a joke, or worried to death by the frown of a person's brow. In so many words, just be careful with new ideas because they can easily be shot down, as they say. So you can shoot down a new idea. It's an idiom there. Okay, so Ogus. Hi, Ogus. Hi, Ogus. Hi, Ogus. Hey. Hi. So, yeah, so Ogus, you have the verbling window open, it sounds like, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, can you close the verbling window so we can hear our echo? Ogus?
Sorry.
It's okay, Ogus. So, Ogus, can you read this here? I can't understand why people.
So.
Yeah, can you read this? I can't understand why people are frightened of new ideas. Can you see it on the screen? Okay. Hello, Semi. Hi, Semi Oren. Hello, Semi. Yeah, hey, Semi. Make sure you click on the microphone. Okay, click on the red microphone. Okay. So go ahead, Valentina. Can you read here? I can't understand why people.
I can't understand why people are frightened of new ideas. I'm frightened of the old ones. John Cage.
So what does this mean?
Well, I understand the first part, why people are frightened of new ideas. I didn't understand why the author is frightened of the old ones.
Yep. So where are you from again, Valentina? It's okay.
I'm from Russia.
Yeah, so Valentina, think about the United States and Russia 50 years ago, right? Okay? What was the old idea back then with Russia and the United States? That we were going to blow each other up? Remember that? That was the old idea. So what he's saying is he's frightened of stupid ideas like that. You know what I'm saying, Valentina? So the old ideas.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So the old ideas are the ones to be frightened of, you know. I mean, like the idea that that we should build big cars that aren't fuel efficient. That's a dumb old idea, right? So a lot of people are frightened by the new ideas, but like some of the old way of thinking frightens him. You see that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, got it. Think about it though, like 50 years. You're welcome. And I wasn't around 50 years ago, and you weren't around either. But think about it. 50 years ago, it was the idea that Russia and the United States would blow each other up someday. Isn't that crazy? Everybody had nuclear weapons pointed at each other. I mean, that's a frightening idea. That's a pretty frightening idea. That scares me. I'd rather think of the new ideas. Okay, so go ahead, Anzi. Right here, if you can't sleep.
If you can sleep, then get up. up and do something instead of lying there and worrying. It's the worry that gets you, not the loss of sleep.
Yep. Do you ever stay awake at night worrying about things, Angie?
Sorry?
It's okay. Do you ever stay awake at night? So you sleep, so you awake worrying. So do you ever lay awake worrying? So you're in your bed just worrying about things? Let me see. So are you ever in bed at night and you're like, oh my gosh, you're just worried about things? You're laying in bed?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we all are. So do you see what he's saying? He's saying that you should get up and do something instead of just lying there and worrying. Because the reason why is, it isn't the worry that gets you, or pardon me, it's the worry that gets you, meaning it's the worry that's the problem that affects you, not the loss of sleep. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So you need to do something.
Yeah. So you don't lay there worrying about things. By the way, when you go to bed at night, you should never try to think about things. When you go to bed at night, you should train your mind just to relax and just go to sleep, because it doesn't do you any good to worry. Hey, but that's good. This is actually very, very good. This is very smart way of thinking. Here, I'll put this in the chat just to make sure you guys can take it with you. Okay, so let's go in here. All right, go ahead, Elvie. Can you read the next one?
Okay. The empires of the future are the empires of the mind.
What does this mean?
Okay. Well, I'm trying my best. Okay. I think that suppose everything you think about could be possible or could come into reality. Okay.
Yep. Good.
Maybe
So
that is a philosophic way to understand the process. Okay.
Yep.
You have to do something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was done by This was done by Winston Churchill. So he was a real famous guy. He was around during the Second World War. Prime Minister of England. Okay. Really tough guy. Okay. So yeah. So he was saying the empires of the future will be the empires of the mind. Okay? So what you can think out of all of it. Okay, Farhad, the next one here.
Live out of your immigration, not your history.
Okay. So what do you mean by your history? What's your history?
History is just for example, like we have in our history we have war, we have we fight with India, so now we are and we won a lot of war from India. We defeat India, so now it's considered as a part of our history.
Okay, so good. So what about your history, Farhad? Just you. So is yesterday your history?
Yeah.
Okay. How about, it's okay. Let me help you, Farhad. So how about 10 years ago? Is that your history? Where were you 10 years ago, Farhad?
I was here in the same place where I am right now.
Okay. All right. So can you change what happened 10 years ago? Can you change your history?
By change, what kind of change do you mean, teacher?
Any change. Can you make it different? Can you change your history? Can you make it any different?
Yeah, I want to move to other places.
Yeah, but you can't. So Farhad, it's okay. So Farhad, you can't change your history, right? So don't try to live out your history. You want to live out your imagination. What he means by live out is to do the things that you imagine. Like, for instance, Farhad, you want to live in a different place. So don't live out where you lived 10 years ago, meaning don't think about that. Just live out or do whatever your imagination tells you to do. So to go to a new place, if that's what it is. Does that make sense, Farhad?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Okay. Does anybody here live out their history? Does anybody think about their past a lot? It's okay. It's common for a lot of people to do. All right? But you shouldn't do that. You should always be thinking about what's happening in the future, thinking about your imagination. That's the only way to live. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Each day is a new day. Ima. Good, Ima. Can you read this next one? Oh, yeah. Ima, you're, it looks like you're locked up again. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's continue on. Hello, Mandy. How are you, Mandy? Hello, Mandy?
Yes.
It's okay. Can you read this one here, Mandy? It is not good enough?
It is not good enough to have a good mind, but the main thing is to use it well.
What does he mean by this?
It means that everyone has a mind, but the main thing is to use your brain.
Yep. But does everybody have a good mind? You really think everybody does?
Yes, I think.
Oh, really? Well, you haven't seen my mind. So but what little I have, I try to use it well. But yeah, so you're right. But it's not good enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. So there's a lot of people that we know that are smart, and you see this the older you get, where you know somebody like, oh wow, that person's really smart, but they waste their talent, right? They waste their talent. When there's people you know that aren't that smart, but they work hard, they use their mind well, okay? They make use of it. So that sometimes is a little bit more important. Okay?
Yes, teacher. I think that expression asks you to develop the power of your mind. Yeah, you have to use your mind. You have to express. You are you can do a lot of interesting thing because you have a mind. So use it.
Okay. Does that mean that you should do like ESP? Does that mean that you should? It's a extrasensory perception. It means you can read people's minds. Maybe we could develop it like that. I'm reading your mind right now. Let me see. Let me read your mind. You're thinking, when is this teacher going to stop asking me weird questions? Was that right? Did I get that right, LV?
I think it is about the normal condition of having a mind. Okay, you need to to develop the ability to think about something, to create new ideas, I think it's a possibility everybody could have, because everybody has a mind or has the same possibility in life.
Yeah, but well, not to get on the subject too much, but keep in mind, some people are just naturally smarter than others. Okay, some people's minds just work faster than others. They can just process information quicker. But yeah, just making good use of whatever you have, though, that's the main thing, right? And if you do have a good mind and you don't make use of it, then it's just a waste. Okay. Okay, let's go on to the next one here. Valentina, can you read here? Joy.
Joy is but the sign the creative emotion is fulfilling its purpose. Charles Dubois.
Mm-hmm. What do you, yeah, what do you think about that?
Nothing.
But you have a little bit of joy there. So joy, so like happiness, like joy, it's a sign, okay? So like if you're sick, a sign that you're sick is maybe your eyes are real drowsy, you know, you have a runny nose. That's a sign that you're sick. So now this one, joy, is a sign that the creative emotion is fulfilling its purpose. So when you create something, you become very happy. There's joy that goes with creating something. That's the emotion that's fulfilling its purpose, that joy. Okay, that's a sign that this creative emotion is fulfilling its purpose. Okay, all right. So let's see what he has to say here. What's this quote here? The important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice that which we are for what we could become. Wow, that one's even worse. Boy, this guy's a heavy thinker. Like my little mind, I'm not going to use it well enough. Okay, Anzi. Good, Anzi. This is probably the last one. It's by Einstein.
I'm enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination
Encircles. It's okay.
Encircles the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. So, what do you think is more important? Do you think it's more important to know a lot or to have a good imagination?
I think it is good to know and to have a good imagination.
But if you had to pick, which one would it be?
To know.
You'd rather know? You'd rather know to have... It's okay. You'd rather have more knowledge than imagination? Okay.
Yes, I think it's...
Yep, okay.
Because if people imagine a lot, they can, I don't know.
It's okay. So do you think though it's better to? I think maybe you're saying it's better to have a better imagination than knowledge. Okay. No, it's okay. All right. Well, with my imagination tells me that another class is coming up, so I'm gonna have to leave right now. Okay. But good class.